Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I don't know about you, but I need a little cleaning motivation, so I thought I would take you guys along with me as I clean the house. If you're new here, my name's Nicholsen. I love to do all things homemaking motivation, and if you like that type of content, hit the subscribe button, and if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Let's jump into this beautiful day. Typically on Saturday morning, I love to start my day by cleaning up the house and getting it nice and tidy. I always feel like Friday night, the kids and I and my husband, we all just want to hang out and not worry about cleaning. Typically the house is pretty clean by the time I get home on a Friday from work, but Saturday morning it tends to be a mess again. So I like to start in my bedroom. I like to keep a very tidy household. I find in my life that keeping the house unorganized or having too many projects piling up, which is kind of happening right now, I tend to feel like I wake up and already feel stressed and overwhelmed. So I like to keep a list of all the projects that need to get done, many of which I try to tackle on the weekends because during the week I do go to work. So the first thing I'm going to do is just tidy up this room. I want to clean off all the surfaces, get the bed made, and then I also did have a sick kid in here Friday night. So when that happens, I either put the child in my bed or I like to take these two little chairs that I got at Home Goods and we actually push them together and it makes like a little crib. I know that seems very strange, but that way they can sleep right next to me. And luckily everything was fine. It was a false alarm, but still, whenever I have a sick child, I always remember being a little kid and feeling sick and having to stay in my bed away from my family. And I just would have loved to have just laid next to one of my parents. It just makes you feel a little bit better. So for me, anytime one of my kids gets sick, I really like to just be with them, make sure they feel supported and know that we're right here. So I am going to clean this area, go wash all those blankets, and just get this area nice and tidied. Since I mentioned some of the projects that I have kind of in the back of my mind, I thought I'd just give them a quick overview with you guys. So a couple of things I really need to get done that are just like every time I wake up, I'm like, oh, when am I going to find time to do these? I need to deep clean the pantry. I need to clean out the shed, our barbecue area, my closet. I have to clean the garage, declutter the kitchen, redo the playroom, redo the bathroom vanity, back to school plan, and the hall closet definitely needs a good clean out. Those are some of the things that I kind of have on my to-do list that I really need to focus on at some point. It's just been a little bit hard with work and kids and just definitely trying to spend as much time having fun with the kids this summer as possible. I feel like time is going by so fast. I cannot believe it's already July. We do have so many fun plans coming up before going back to school in mid-August, so that will be exciting. What are you guys doing for 4th of July? Tell us down in the comments down below. I absolutely love 4th of July. It's one of my favorite holidays. It has always been just a fun time to barbecue, hang out with the kids, play in the pool, and obviously watch beautiful fireworks. So I'd love to know what you guys are doing. Now it has been rather hot here. This particular week, we will be in the 100-degree temperature range for the entire week. So I am going to kind of close these curtains. This really helps keep the heat from that western exposure that I get on this side of the house. So I like to close those up. Our air conditioner did break, which as of today, as I'm doing this voiceover, it is fixed, thank goodness, because it's going to be a very hot week. But this particular day, we did not have air conditioning. So I just wanted to close all the curtains and just keep the cool air. It always worked that way. My mom's house didn't have air conditioning in it. And so we would always open the windows and doors in the morning and then button everything up in the afternoon, and it always kept the house nice and cool. So now that this is done, I'm done in this room. I am going to be using my Robo-Rock. I do not enjoy vacuuming if I don't have to. What I love about that is it actually vacuums the house, then it mops the house, and just leaves the house smelling so delicious. So I'm going to let Robo-Rock do that, and we're going to head into the bathroom and just get everything cleaned and tidy. Now that I have the bathroom nice and clean, and then I also have our bedroom, I just wanted to kind of show you how everything's shaped up. I haven't started the Robo Rock yet, but I will shortly after finishing in these rooms. Otherwise, we just trip over each other. But now that I have all these shades kind of drawn and it's nice and cool in here, I'm going to head into the kitchen and start cleaning in there. I will say I know there's lots of comments about the bathroom. I recently said we might be taking the tub out, which yes, this tub is my dream tub. I absolutely love it, but it will fit somewhere else in the house. And the vanity section and the way we did it just obviously wasn't the best. I don't know if you guys recall, but when we ended up starting this project, my mother passed away right when this whole area was gutted. And so I think for me, when we were in the process of finishing it, I just wanted it done. We were sleeping upstairs in my son's room because he has a really big bedroom. We put our bed up into his room, and it was a very sad time, and I just wanted to get the bathroom done. So I just said, whatever, just throw it in there and we'll figure it out later. I still feel like my mom will have been past a year in October. Her birthday is actually July 12th, so I'm looking forward to celebrating with her. I think my sister and I are going to do something special together, but it has been a very rough journey losing a parent. This is the first time that's ever happened, and it's been very rough, so I appreciate all your kindness, and we will get to the bathroom when we have time. I asked the kids to throw all their laundry down, so that's what that was, so I can get it into the washer machine and just keep the cycle going. The other thing I needed to do is I finally got around to putting the curtains back up. I had completely just given up on even trying to make time to do this, but I picked the worst day to do this because it was so hot in this house, and it was like 100 degrees up in this corner, and I was sweating like crazy. But I got them up, that way I could close them and keep the kitchen area nice and cool. It really did help keep that sun out, and I also just love having the curtains. I think they're beautiful. I got these on Amazon. I will link them down below. Now that I got the curtains up, this room feels so small, but I also love how it softens the room. I did not add the linen ones. If you guys remember, I had 2 of these blackout curtains and 2 of the linen ones just to give it kind of a range of depth, but I ended up not putting them on. I'm just going to use these. They also smell amazing. I'm so happy. I will tell you, if you are going to order these, definitely wash them before you hang them. They just hang a lot better and they're not as stiff. I told you guys Friday night we were all cuddled in here, so I'm taking all the kids' blankets, putting them on the stairs so they can take those upstairs and put them away in their rooms. And then I'm just going to tidy up this space. I love having this room rearranged this way. Today, after I'm done with this voiceover, I am going to decorate the house for 4th of July. So definitely subscribe if you guys want to see how I decorate for that. And then I will tell you, I said I wasn't going to do this, but then here I am doing it. I am getting ready for fall. I know it's only July, but let me tell you, I have been watching Demarius Antonia. She is the only person I watch do shopping videos, and I have to tell you, I just love her attention to detail. She's got great taste, and she makes me laugh, and I just love. But she has been doing fall videos, and now I've got the bug. I literally watched one of her Home Goods videos and then went to Home Goods, and it's still lemons and popsicles and summertime there, which was very disappointing. But I was hoping to find a little fall, maybe even just a touch of Halloween. I don't know. But anyway, I will be decorating for fall probably August 1st because it's back to school. I usually start with like apple themes, and then we move into pumpkins, and then we move into Halloween, and then right after Halloween, November 1st, is when I have all of our Christmas decorations decoration decorating boxes delivered to the house. They are in a storage unit. We have over 15 Christmas trees. So I've collected them over 11 years. So I have those get delivered, and then the scaffolding comes in. I know that seems like over the top, but my husband has a construction company. We already own our own scaffolding. So I just ask him to put it up. It takes about 5 minutes, and it really helps me get to the top of our 15-foot trees, which we will have 2 of this year. So if you like that type of stuff, please hit the subscribe button, because decorating galore is coming to my channel. Okay, now that I'm done, I'm going to make a really delicious lunch. I saw this on Instagram and it was so delicious. You're going to take some romaine lettuce, some ham, some turkey, some salami, and I use a little pepperoni, some green pepperoncinis. I'm also going to be using some tomatoes, red onions, salt, pepper, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and some olive oil and vinegar. Chop all that up, and then we're going to throw it into a little bread. I would put a little mayonnaise on the bread, but then I also mixed a little mayonnaise in this. This was so good. You could even have this as a salad. Super yummy Italian deconstructed sub. If you guys want to check out the recipe, I will type it out down below. As for the kids, typically in the summertime, I like to get all of the kids fed at the same time. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner is pretty much done the same way. I make all the food and then call the kids down, and they can come and fix themselves a plate. It's almost like a buffet, but I change it up every day, whether it's chicken nuggets, burritos, quesadillas, whatever. So this day I'm doing peanut butter and jelly with some fresh fruit. My oldest actually ended up having the same sandwich my husband and I did have, but I also had 2 other kids visiting this day, so I want to make sure everybody had enough food. So we're just going to make these sandwiches, cut them up, put them on a plate, and then I have some watermelon that I'm going to chop up as well, and I'm just going to add all of this to the island and let the kids come through and pick what they'd like, sit down, have a nice meal, and then go on with their merry day. Sunlight, isn't it the way you're moving? Sunlight, is it in the way you're moving? What's heaven like when you're like that? Is it in the way you're moving? Sunlight, is it in the way you're moving? What's heaven like when you're like that? Baby, give me more highlight, sunlight. Baby, give me more, some more, summer. Tell us in the comments down below if you have a large family or care for a lot of kids. How do you like to prep lunches? Do you cook one thing for everybody? Do you like to do made to order? I will tell you I do a little bit of both, so it kind of just depends on what my timing is. But if I have flexibility in my day, I had half the kids in the pool with my husband and half inside, so I needed to just get all this cleaning done. And so for me, it's a lot easier to just kind of put all the food out here. As you can see, the kids were eager to try the watermelon. But I would love to know, do you do it the same way? Do you just make a bunch of things and put it out, or do you make a little plate? I miss the days when our kids had their like little bento boxes and things like that, but I am probably going to get rid of all of those when I do the pantry deep clean, because I really need to. Our kids just don't eat things in bento boxes anymore, not to mention they're just growing and they're eating more food, and it was really fun to have that. So now I just kind of do food this way, and then I let the kids make their lunches for school. But I used to do really fun like lunch videos back in the day. If you're an OG, remember those were fun. I miss that. But for now, this is how I do lunch. Love to know how you do it as well, especially when you're feeding 6 kids. So I am going to come over here. I need to get the dishes done. I feel like in the weekends, we just have the dishwasher constantly going. I've got 11 loads of laundry I still need to fold. We typically do have help in the house, but this week everybody has off for vacation, so it's all on us to kind of get things buttoned up for that. I also have everything we're going to be doing for dinner up here. So we're going to do some corn. I've got some ribs that my husband's doing. I'm going to be doing some salad and just some nice veggies and fruit. Keep it really simple, but I kind of like to get all of that stationed and ready to go. It's just one less thing I have to do later in the day. I also wanted to do some baked beans because it just feels so good to do a traditional simple dinner. This chicken I wanted to get clean. We're also going to be adding some teriyaki teriyaki to that, throwing it in the refrigerator. That's for tomorrow night. Again, I like to prep as much as I can just to help my future self and keep things nice and organized. Take your time, it's your life, when it's just you and I. It's a summer night, yeah, it just feels so right. So take your time, when it's just you and I. Sunlight, my light, feel it in the air, you're moving. It's better now, but you're around, feel it in the air, you're moving. You're shining on, shining on, see it on my skin, I'm glowing. What's heaven like, but you're like that. Now that I got the house tidied up, I want to get everything laid out for dinner, and then I'm also going to leave some fruit out for the kids, but here's everything we need for tonight. It is probably around 1 o'clock, and it is time for me to spend the rest of my day with my family. Here's what I recently harvested in the garden. We're going to add that to our dinner tonight. We have a bounty of eggs as usual, and then I'm also going to make some hard-boiled eggs as well, and then I'm going to spend a little time with the kids. So thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I will see you in the next video very soon. It will most likely be my 4th of July decorate with me, so definitely hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you real soon. Bye! It's just you and I. Hi, this is Summer. Please leave a message after the beep, and just so you know, I'll get back to you.